Welcome guys to another segment. I hope you enjoyed the last video, and I'm very glad and I'm happy from the positive response we are getting from our viewers and students. I want to tell you thank you very much for all your comments, and I want to ensure you that before the end of this training you are definitely going to achieve a lot. And I promise you guys, we are going to teach you from the beginning to the end of how we are going to create all the websites that we have listed on our course outline. So today, without wasting time, we are going to be showing you how to create our first website or our first site, which is the blog site. So let me quickly show you a preview of what we are going to be doing. So today we are going to be telling you or teaching you, giving you a step-by-step on how you can install WordPress in your domain. Now we are going to be teaching you how to create a blog site like this. So this is what we are going to be doing today. We are going to show you how to create this particular blog site. First of all, we are going to be teaching you how to install WordPress in your control, your cPanel on your domain. Now if you go to your cPanel, I already told you know how to log into your cPanel. Once you log into your cPanel with the username and the password they will send to you, anytime you just have chance, if you can get your domain name, immediately you purchase your domain name, they will send you a username and a password. When they send you that username and password, what do? You go to your web browser, type www.com, write your domain name, which is your business name.com, then /cPanel, then click enter. Once you click enter, it will take you to a login portal. Then you can put that username and the password that they sent to you when you bought your domain name. So once you input it, you can log in and it will bring out this interface that you are seeing on your screen now. So once you get to this point, now what do? The first, we've told you need to go and create your webmail, and you were taught in the last video how to create a webmail, forwarder, and auto responder. So today we are simply going to be teaching you how to install WordPress so that we can start installing our first website, which is the blog site. Now if you go to your cPanel, if you go down, you will see a heading there which says Softaculous Apps Installer. Now this Softaculous App Installer, it's where all the CMS, the management content software that we are going to be using in designing our blog site, our company website, our e-commerce website, and our NGO website. Now if you check your Softaculous App Installer, you will see a lot of CMS there. So but the popular one which everybody uses is known as the WordPress software. So this is the Softaculous App Installer that we are going to be using to design our blog site, our e-commerce website, and our company website. So how do you now install the WordPress in your domain? So you come to your cPanel, go down to Softaculous App Installers and click on WordPress. So it's going to take us to the interface on where we are going to install our software. Now I need you guys to pay very close attention to this point, in this particular point that we are now. Now you see we have opened our WordPress interface where we can install our WordPress. Now if you see, we are just having an overview of how the interface looks like. You can just come to this place and click install, but there is something that I really need to explain to you. Now on my WordPress control menu, I'm supposed to do some editing. Don't forget, I told you we are going to be creating a blog site, a company website, an NGO website, and an e-commerce website. I know a lot of you will be asking, is it that we are going to buy different domain names for all these websites? No guys. So that is why you need to pay attention in this particular aspect that we are now. So now when you open your WordPress, when you click on installing your WordPress, it will bring this interface to you. Take note guys, don't be deceived. What do you need to do? Come to this install. You will see an arrow pointing down. Click on that arrow. You will see quick install, custom install. Click on custom install. It will bring out this software setup. Are you seeing it guys? So Now, since you have this interface, we can now edit what the WordPress before installing it. I hope you understand what I'm saying. If you just click on the quick install, if you click on quick install, it might not show this interface and you just install your WordPress. Let's imagine we now that we said we want to create different sites. We just click on install without editing our software setup. We are going to definitely end up in buying different domain names. So you should be careful when you are installing your WordPress. So what do you need to do in case you open your WordPress, it didn't show you this interface? Just come to this place, click on custom install. You will see this menu, it will now fly out. So what do? The first one is the software version, so you leave it at 5.7. then you now come to choose installation URL. Guys, you need to pay attention to this now. What does this mean? Choose installation URL. Let's take for instance, you are a business owner, you have different type of business. For instance, you have a transport company, you have a delivery company, and you have a digital marketing company, just like the J Multi Concept. Now, is it that we need to buy different domain name for these different businesses? No, guys. You can actually use this method I'm showing you now to create up to 10-20 different websites with the same domain name. So how do you do that? If you look at this, you will see our HTTPS. Then the next is our domain name, which is jmulticomset.com. This is the main domain name of the business. This is the main domain name of this business, jmulticomset.com. This is the main domain. If anybody wants to check anything concerning jmulticomset, this is the main website, the main domain name they can come and check. The main business of jmulticomset website is a digital marketing firm. So this is the main domain name of jmulticomset.com. But what if jmulticomset.com is also in a transport company or also own a laundry outfit? How do you now create that website with the same domain name? That is what we are going to show you now. If you purchase a domain name, for instance, a client walk up to you, said, I want to open a fashion outfit. Now that domain name you bought is for only that fashion outfit. So what do you do to this choose installation URL? You come to this place and clean what you have here, this WP. You clean it, which simply means the WordPress, and is shown in the indirectory column. This indirectory simply means following another side to enter your website. Take note, we said J Multi Concept is a digital marketing firm, but also has a transport company. Now, what if people want to access the services of J Multi Concept transport company? Do they need to come to jmulticomset.com, which is the main domain name of J Multi Concept? But J Multi Concept main business is digital marketing, not transport business. How do they now come into jmulticomset.com transport company without entering into jmulticomset.com website or main domain? So how do they do that? They will just come to this indirectory, which you have on your screen now. That I'm telling you, if you have several businesses but you want to use one domain name to create multiple websites for all your business, instead of you buying domain name every time, and you know it's money, you spend money in buying domain name. So if you don't want to do that, you can actually use indirectory to create additional websites attached. Take note, indirectory websites are attached to your website, but they are not the main website of that domain name. The main website of that domain name is jmulticomset.com. That is the business, that is your business name, and that is your real domain name of what you are doing as a digital marketing or as a transport company or any business, as a fashion designer. But what if you have other businesses outside that your fashion design? What if you are doing other things like laundry? How do you now create that website? Do you need to go and pay the web designer, oh yeah, please buy me another domain name for transport business, when you already have a domain name? What do? Just tell him or her, please, I need an indirectory to my website. Attach another website, an infant website, to my main website, because I don't have money to buy another domain name. So what will the person do? He will just come to this indirectory and put in the name of the attached website that you want. But take note, on this tutorial or on this training, the first what we are going to create is a blog. So that is why this indirectory we are going to put a blog. But if the domain name, we are not using the domain name for multiple websites, you just want to use it for only that website alone, for a blog site, you don't need to put anything in this indirectory. I hope you understand what we are saying. If it is only one business that person is doing, doesn't have any other business, don't put anything in the indirectory. Just leave the JMultiConcept, which is the main domain of the person. That is the main domain, that is the main website of the person. But if the person has several businesses and he wants you to open websites for those other businesses and you don't want to buy another domain name, just tell the person, or what you do, come to the cPanel, which is WordPress, and put that extra business in an indirectory. What does that indirectory simply means? It means you have already bought a plot of land and you built the house there. But you now said, I need an additional rooms, or I need a boys quarter where I will just build and just put some tenant there and be collecting money. Already, you have finished building the house. You didn't plan for that too. But do you need to go and buy another land when you still have space in that your land that you have built on? What do? The space you have in that same house, in that same land that you have built on, you come to that space and build the stores. If you want to build stores so that they will be selling, though you will rent the stores out, you just come to that same land which your house is, create a space and build the stores and rent it out without you going to buy another land in another place. It is that same land, but the house, that house is the main house in that land. But that other extra stores you now build attached to the house, it is now indirectory. It is not the main building of that land. It is the house which you have built that is the main house or the main building on that land. I hope you have gotten all what I've explained. So now, due to this training, and a lot of you are also in part of this training, and we said we are going to be creating multiple websites, e-commerce websites, NGO website, blog site. Does it mean you are going to be buying different domain for them? The answer is no, guys. All these websites, we are going to be putting them in indirectory. But take note, the company website is the main website of jmulticoncept.com. So when it comes to the company website, we don't need to put anything in the indirectory. But since we want to create the first site, which is the blog site, we are going to put it in an indirectory. The blog site is not the main business of jmulticoncept.com. That is why we want to put it in indirectory. But if blog site is the main business of jmulticoncept.com, don't put anything here, meaning this domain name is for only blog. We are not using it to design any other thing again. But since we are on training, when we want to create different websites, all our websites, we are going to be putting them in indirectory. When we are not designing the main company website, which is jmulticoncept.com website, we are not putting anything here. But because this blog is an attached business of JMultiConcept, we want to attach it, we want to put it also at the back, so we are going to put it in indirectory. So how are they going to access our blog site? All they need to do is to type in our website, which is www.jmulticoncept.com/blog. Are you seeing it now? So that is how they can access the website, or that is how they can access the blog. But if you want to access the main website of jmulticoncept.com, it's just to type www.jmulticoncept.com. Then we access the main purpose of jmulticoncept.com. But if they want to know other services, other things that jmulticoncept.com is also offering, they need to go through the indirectory, which is www.jmulticoncept.com/laundering business or /blog or / any other thing, any other business JMultiConcept is also doing. I hope that is clear. Now, because of the training, we are going to be creating a blog site. So on our indirectory, we'll just write blog. I hope that is clear. Now, when we come to this site name, what is a site name? So I'll just put Joseph Audu educational blog. So I'm creating an educational blog. So this is an educational blog. So the site description, educational blog. So you put it educational blog. So this is an educational blog. Then you come down, this is the username. So we can change the username to Joseph Audu Then the password, we can generate or put in what a strong password. So we already have our password, so we are going to what input our password. So we have already imputed our password. Then now the admin email is already there, so admin@jmulticomset.com. so you skip all this, so you come down, email installation details. So this installation of this WordPress that we have made now, we want them to send us an email of all this information that you have installed in this WordPress. So which email are we going to put? So you can put any of your emails. So me, I want to put my Gmail account email. So they will send all the installation, all these settings that we have done, they will send it to this email, josiejones@gmail.com. so the next thing you do, you just click on install. We are done. Click on install. So it's going to show us. So it's installing. It's installing. It's installing. So our WordPress is installing. Our blog site is installing. So we are going to definitely see how the front end is going to look like. So our WordPress is installing. So let's wait for it to finish installing. So our WordPress is installing. Okay, yes, you see, it said congratulations, the software was successfully installed. WordPress has successfully installed. www.jmulticomset.com/blog, administrative URL web.com. So now this administrative URL.com, this admin, web admin, simply means the back end. It's actually where we can actually go to what edit this blog site that we have created. I hope that is clear. So this www.jmulticomset.com/blog/wp admin is simply telling us, taking us to a control room where we can edit that blog site that we just created. So for us to access the back end or the panel or the control room where we can edit that website, because now that website, let's quickly take a look at the website and see our blog site. Let's see how it will look like. If you see, this is the front end. If you see, it's not actually looking good. We can't compare it with this. We're actually going to design something like this. We can't compare this and this. If you see, they are not looking well. There's nothing, no content, nothing. So that is why it is showing like this. So in our next class, we are going to be showing you how to edit the WordPress blog back end. From there, we will now take you to, this is the front end of our WordPress blog site. This is the front end. While this site, this is the back end. So let's open it so that we'll see the front end and the back end. So it's loading. So let's see the back end of our blog site, for our WordPress blog site. Yes, so this is the back end, guys. This is where we do all the manipulations that will not turn this our blog site that is looking so amateur to this. And trust me, guys, ours is going to be more beautiful than this. Don't worry. By the time we start editing our blog, we're going to see all the magic that we are going to perform to make our website or our blog site look more beautiful than this. So in our next video, we are going to be showing you how to edit our dashboard. This is the WordPress blog dashboard. Our blog site, this is the WordPress dashboard. So this is where you will do all the manipulations of this our blog site. You see, there's nothing here. The website is empty. The blog site is absolutely empty. So when we come back on our next video, we are going to edit this blog site to now look more beautiful than this. So make sure you watch the next video and follow up in all the classes. Then our back end, when we come back, our back end will do the full WordPress installation. We'll do the full WordPress installation. So in our next video, we are going to be showing you how to edit the back end of your blog site to now make it beautiful like this and more beautiful than this. So see you guys in our next video. Before I go, I want to give us a little assignment for those of us that have our domain name, that want to practicalize all what we have done to get to this spot. I want you to do that. You will be sending it to the email that will be attached to this video. For those of you in the class, we'll be sending you the email where you will submit your assignment. Take note, guys, at the end of this training we are going to be issuing a soft copy of certificate of completion of a web design class powered by jmulticomsec.com in association with Car TV. So take note, we are going to be doing that, but you need to submit your assignment so that we will know, to be sure that yes, you are really following up with the videos. So like I said, guys, I'm going to be showing you 10 secrets on how you can earn money from this particular training. Now I'm going to be telling you the number 2. And remember, in our last 2 videos I showed you number 1. Number 2, I'm going to be telling you, do you know this step we just did, installing the WordPress? You can actually go to fiverr.com. Let's go to fiverr.com. fiverr.com. Now you can actually come to fiverr.com and post a gig. What is a gig? A gig simply means a service that you want to render. You are simply telling them, hey, I can actually design a website for you, I can install a WordPress for you, you just pay me only $5. Are you seeing it? So now look at it. This is a gig. Look at, if you see now, we have something here now. He said, I will design amazing beauty and hair salon for you. For how much? $10. Starting from where? $10. You can imagine this guy have 2 views already. Imagine if he has up to 100 views, meaning he would have made nothing less than $1,000. Are you seeing it? So now, since we have taught you how to install the WordPress in your cPanel from the first to this end, to this point, and even to our back end and our front end, you can actually come to fiverr.com and post a gig telling them, I can install WordPress on your cPanel, or I can install WordPress on your domain, and you will pay me $5. Imagine that. Just imagine that. With that, we have earned $5 just installing this. What we just did, just installing this WordPress for them to get to this stage. Just installing it for them. You tell them, I can install WordPress for you, you just pay me $5. All the steps we just follow just now to arrive at this place, you can actually charge the person $5 in creating it. So you come to fiverr.com, create an account. Note, we are also going to, before the end of this time, we are going to be teaching you how to create a Fiverr account and set it up for monetization, how to start earning money. So you just come to fiverr.com, you can post your gigs. If you look at, you see these are different gigs from different persons. These are their jobs, these are what they can do. They will just tell you, I will design unique hair extension, lash extension for how much? $5. Imagine if 20 clients actually view this and they are interested. Don't you know how much you would have made? So this is the number 2 way on how you can also make money from what we just did today, on how to install the WordPress on your domain. So I want you to follow up the step by step on how we got to this point. Do your assignments starting from how we install the WordPress to this point. You need to show me your back end. If you check this, where we clicked on how we got our back end, which is WP admin, and our front end. If you still check on the website, you will see it on how we got our front end. If you look at it, this is our front end. The first URL you will see, that is the front end. You click it to take you to this page. This is the front end. It means anything you are editing here, this dashboard, anything you are editing this dashboard, this is the back end. You are going to be seeing the preview in the front end, and it's going to be looking beautiful like this. So in our next video, we are going to be showing you how to edit this blog that is looking somehow. I don't understand, what type of blog is this? We are going to be editing this blog, revamping this blog to look beautiful, even more than this that you are seeing on your screen. So I want, and I believe you guys are enjoying this training and these videos. Please and please, I want you to watch these videos step by step. If you don't understand anything, go back to the video, watch it again, you will understand everything. But if you have any complaint, any question, you can send it directly to my email account, which is info@jmulticomsales.com. so once you do that, we'll get your message and we'll reply you instantly. So I believe with this, I'm going to be leaving you guys. So we are going to be seeing on our next video on how we are going to be revamping this blog page to look like this and more beautiful than this. So see you guys in our next video, and don't forget to submit your assignments. You have 2 days to do your assignments and submit. So those of you that is following us online, you can do it and submit anytime, but for those of us in the classroom, you have 2 days to do what? Your assignment. I want to see this, the dashboard, the back end, and this, the front end on your video. So you do this, send me the links or screenshot it and send to the email account. Is that okay? So in our next video, we are going to be doing and editing what? Our blog site. So see you in our next video. Bye for now.